Hello. Welcome back to another week.
A What's a Sitch podcast, weekly, most of the time.
Sorry. Okay, my life has been insane in the membrane.
All
Okay,
right, so
well,
tell
let's
me,
get to
McKenna.
it.
Oh, yeah, let's go. So tell me, what is your read of the week?
Okay, so I've been waiting for this. Last time we were here, I was reading some Sketcher and all of her dark romance books. And so that kind of got me in like the dark romance mood. So I went back to the Devil's Night series. So I've been listening to I listened to the first one like a year ago, and it was almost like it was one of the very first dark romance books that I read, and I think that's why I didn't like it as much, because I just wasn't
You were like,
I just didn't
my God.
realize. Yeah, and so I think that's why like it really like threw me for a loop. Now that like I'm kind of desensitized to some of the dark romance stuff, like reading Kai's book, which is the second book, it doesn't faze me. So I finally
You're like,
got to
this
kill
is nothing.
Switch. Yes, literally. Like, I don't know. I'm like, okay,
God.
Kai's book was definitely not as bad as like Michael's book, and I'm like, I don't know if it's because like I am desensitized or if it's really like not as extreme. But
Maybe
I am on Damon's book finally. Yeah, I am on Damon's book finally. I'm a little nervous to even talk. Well, I'm nervous to talk about it because I haven't read too much into it like yet, but there are some things about like how she writes certain things that I'm just like, I don't know. I need to finish the book before I can give my opinions on it. Just because with some of the topics, I don't know how she's writing it, and I don't know where she's going with it, and I need to make sure she's not like glorifying and romanticizing bad topics. So I'll just leave it like that. So yeah. So I mean, it's Penelope Douglas, which I feel like sometimes so I will get back to you. I'll talk more about that next week once I finish Kill Switch. But on the flippity flop, I'm reading Elsie Silver's books, and I am on book 3 of the Gold Rush series. Mr. Stefan.
Is it not? Okay, who's the couple? Who's the couple in the third? Oh, yes.
Stefan.
Oh, Mr. Yes. Oh, chef's kiss to him, because I loved his character so much. And like kind of that like introverted but not, but kind of like shy and backward, but like not like that. His whole personality just gave me life.
Yes. I'm 81% of the way through, and he's been my favorite so far. He's been my favorite boy because I feel like you know what I think the reason why he's been my favorite, because I feel like she writes the grumpy girl perfect.
Oh yeah.
Like
she does write. Well, I think just all her characters are written.
Yeah, well, not too many authors can write a grumpy girl, and I think she nails it. So, I'm reading that. Yeah. So I haven't really found anything that I haven't liked from her, honestly, but I'm really enjoying it. This series is a good weeboo series.
Yeah. Yes. It's my wee-woo book, but just...
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm reading this and listening to the Devil's Night series together, because, like, whenever it's, like, the Devil's Night series is too much, I can just flip it over.
Just kidding. Yes, I will say though,
Yeah.
I loved Violet Eaton's character. Like, I loved her so much. She was just like, I just wanted to pick her up
Yeah.
and put her in my pocket and keep her there. Like,
Yes,
and so I don't know if you know or not. Oh, continue, sorry.
No, you can go. You can go.
Well,
but
her
yes, sir, I think I know what
are
you're
the
talking about, though.
next series.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait. So, but, okay. Violet
Oh my gosh, did you see her announcement today? I sent you her announcement.
Yes, I saw it.
Like,
and I think
I'm
that
here for it.
I'm here for Theo. Well, you also love a whole single mom trope and stuff, but I also I think that Elle Kennedy is. I think it's the next generation. It has to be. I think
it has to
Graham.
be. Like,
yeah.
It has to be. The Graham effect, like, there's no way that's not.
Like, I don't know what else it would be.
But yes, I agree. I think it has to be there. Like, it has to be a Graham kid.
Yeah. So I cannot wait. I want it to be a boy, and I want it to be just a cocky little shit, and just like. But it would also be funny if it's like the girl that's the cocky little shit.
Yes, I'm kind of here for the girl cocky little shit, but also I kind of like. I want a second generation book that, like, the kids and the parents' relationships not all sunflowers and perfect and things like that. And I think that's why I love Helena Hunting's second generation books so much, is because, like, there is normal strife with the parent and the kid. Like, I want to see Graham's son talk back to Hannah and, like, him just Garrett just lose his shit. Like, I want to see that.
Okay, so if you would, you know what series you need to read then? You need to read the Addicted series, Next Generation.
I know. I need to finish I've only read.
They do a good job.
Mourn and Lowe's.
They do a good job.
I need to finish that. So.
And there's some things that I feel like they write really well, and I feel like things that they don't write really well. But for the most part, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Like, they got me. But what were we talking about before we were talking? Violet. Okay, so Violet fits in the category of this. She is like the same like personality of the name is slipping. Who's with Santiago in the Dirty Air series? What's her name?
Oh, crap. I want to say Maya, but I know that's not it. Because that's the sister. Man, it's blanking.
I just read it.
I'm looking it up for you. I read it so long ago. Chloe.
They remind me of each other. Chloe.
Yes.
They remind each other, and they also, it reminds me of the main character in Archer's Voice. The female in Archer's Voice. I
haven't read it yet because you still have my book. So I'm going to love it.
I read Archer's Voice in like 2 days.
I know. And you kept my book.
I know. I gotta give it back. So what have you been reading?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been the Twisted series.
I actually finished. It has not. Well, I got an ARC book to read, so I needed to read that. And so that was my first read, and then I moved on to a different series because I'm in my sports era. So I read The Playing Game by Ainsley Booth. So The Playing Game by Ainsley Booth, which was just like so like it was like a fluff. Like it was watching like a romantic comedy, but I was reading it instead. So that was nice, like, not dark. It was very good. The characters were, like, super cute, and, like, she's a pediatric nurse, and he would, like, go to the pediatric ward to see her, but then, like, hang out with the kids. Oh, it's a hockey book. So, I, like, love that crap so much. So it was really good. I liked the book. Yeah. No, nothing different. I liked it. Like, it was easy to read. Very, like, simple. It just was, like, a fluff. So that was what I had read and wrote a review up on my blog. And then I moved on to this book. I know, lifeislow.com. Not sponsored, but kind of sponsored because it's me. But then I moved on to a book called 5 Rounds by Nikki Castle. I'm only like a couple chapters in, but basically this, like, the girl character is best friends with the guy's character's, like, best friend and, like, roommate, and, like, she needs a place to live, so they end up, like, forced proximity, enemies to lover, like, and I think I saw, like, we're gonna love that, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that I got from a TikTok that had recommendations of a hand necklace, so I'm kind of excited to get there. So, yep, okay. That's what I'm doing.
So, yep. I'm a little disappointed, but...
Alright, now...
You're gonna be disappointed in yourself that you have it. You're delaying the Twisted series. Once you read it.
I know, like, you just know when a book is good and you have to, like, wait to get into that mood. I just haven't... It hasn't struck that mood yet. And I don't want to force it, because then I won't like it.
Okay, let's move on to some serious stuff. We have good news, sad news in the sport world. Let's talk about the sad news
have been on an emotional roller coaster. What? Bad news first?
Yeah. R.I.P. to Svetch's knee.
Svetchy, baby. Our best friend Svetch, or Swetch. I don't know if you saw the video of KK when he got the first star, and he's like, we did it for Svetch, but, like, in his little Finnish accent, it always comes out as a Swetch. We did it for Swetch. So, and you're like, yes.
It's something about our favorite players tearing their ACL.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow came back better, so watch out for Andrei Svechnikov terror season. That boy is just going to be, like, sitting in that big, bulky knee brace, just practicing the lacrosse move into the goal. Like, he's going to come back with all these, like, nifty, like, handles because he's going to have nothing to do except for sit on his butt and play with his hockey stick. It's just, like, there's so many shitty people in the sports world, and, like, to have such, from all accounts that I've read, a genuine, good human being, and, like, this has to happen, like, it's just, like, come on. Life ain't fair.
Yep, but...
And that Stanley Cup dream as a Canes fan just got a little bit harder.
Yep. Yep. So, also sad news in the F1 world. Leclerc has a 10-second pin, but a 10th place grid penalty.
How? It's not even, like, they have done one race. He didn't even complete a full race. Like, come on, Ferrari. What? Who did Charles Leclerc piss off to have this kind of voodoo? Like, there is a witch out there somewhere. Like, he needs to find him a Giselle to, like, marry and get her voodoo witchy stuff, because he needs some help.
Yes, that it is honestly is that like he is a good driver. No one can disagree on that. His luck is so shitty that like you can't make it up. Like how like only him would this happen to.
Like yes. And of course like tenfold on that is like he's probably going to be the only one close to Verstappen this entire year, and Ferrari is just fumbling the bag. Like I don't
When do they not?
understand. Like what are Ferrari what are they doing? What is their purpose in Formula 1? Because right now it is not pretty.
How much is Christian Horner paying Ferrari to fuck it up?
It's all a Christian Horner conspiracy. How much is Lawrence Stroll paying to make the comeback that they are?
I will blame everything on Christian Horner. Everyone goes like gives Daddy Stroll like hell, but I'm like, if I had that type of money, I would do it. I would do it.
Like, I think it's just so there's such like an enigma with the Stroll family that I will never understand the dynamic, and I don't know if I want to, but I'm also dangerously curious that I want to know. Like,
yeah,
like Chloe and Lance seem so like don't even seem like they'd be in the same world, and Lance just looks like he like could be okay just like working a 9 to 5 behind the desk, and then Daddy Stroll just looks like a villain. Like I will never understand.
I need a reality show of their family. I need to know the dynamics.
Racing with the Strolls. Come on, give it to me, Netflix. Give it to me.
Yes. We need it.
With guest stars by Scotty James and Daniel Ricciardo.
Gosh. And you would think like that Lance and Daniel would be like closer.
Like, it's so bizarre. It is so bizarre. Like I said, it's just so weird. But also, like, if you're gonna make a good car, give it to your son, because that podium from Bahrain was nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty podium. Like,
bad energy.
Ugh. It was such bad. Like, I didn't even watch the podium celebration, not gonna lie. I was like, I'm tired of hearing these darn anthems. I cannot watch these three men up there. Like, it was like not a fan. I'm getting
three
tired
most
of
controversial men.
I know. Like, it was not good. Like, and also
so on the other end,
Ferrari's just been yeah, I was just gonna say Ferrari's been fumbling both on the track and off, because I don't know if you saw, but I saw a post where I guess they like photoshopped a car on like to say like, oh, we're going. Did you see that? Like, we're going to Jeddah next, and it's supposed to be like the most holiest place for Muslims, and they were like, come on, like, how did this get approved?
I saw that.
And of course they deleted it because, you know, you don't leave that stuff up, but Ferrari is just fumbling everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know how that
Ferrari, get your crap together.
Someone
I will never understand, like, and honestly, like, rant time, that is what a lack of diversity will do to, like, a social media brand. Like, because obviously they didn't have enough diversity to be like, hey, this isn't probably cool. And then it took actually people saying like, oh, what are you guys doing? And then they have to, and like they never come out and say like, oh, sorry, it's always let me just delete and hide and it will go away. Like, come on, brands, do better, do some research, like, or just not Photoshop cars into places. Like, just take a picture of your car.
There's so much money that goes into the sport. When they when there's mess ups like this, I'm just like, how did this happen?
Well, like, it is also like when they like use duct tape to fix their car. I'm like, this is a $1 billion sport, and you're using duct tape. Duct tape.
I don't know, but also I'm like, here I am sitting on the couch. Just I don't know what I've been done. I don't know what goes into it. Maybe there's a reason why, but I don't understand it. But also, good news is good karma sometimes does come our way. In the world of football, and if you're a Bengals fan, we had some good news last night. Random news, but good news.
Hallelujah. It broke at like 10 something at night. You can't break news that late. I was like ready to go to bed and like go to sleep, and then that popped up, and at first I thought it was fake. Like, I honestly thought, because there's so many fake accounts, I was like, oh, I'm just getting bamboozled. Mm-hmm. And I was like, holy shit, this is real. Like, what? So, for those of you who are not Bengals fans, the Bengals signed offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr., formerly of the Ravens and the Chiefs, to a huge contract to protect Joe Burrow. What do they call him? Giuseppe Burrow.
Giuseppe Burrow.
Giuseppe Burrow throwing the ball better because of Orlando Brown Jr. Like,
he is a big boy too.
I can't tell you. That's a big boy. Like, that's really like just him being big, and like he's a brick wall basically. Like, and protecting Burrow's blind spot, like, oh, whew, it's just, and the value they got for him, like the contract they did for one of the best free agent tackles is like like Duke Tobin and the Brown/Blackburn family, like, they're geniuses. And the fact that basically, because I looked up his contract, and almost all of his contract is just a like signing bonus. So his cap hit is so like minute, and salary wise, that basically they were like, here, we're gonna give you this upfront money, and then your cap hit's gonna be next to nothing, so we can sign more players. And it's genius. And like, I also, can you imagine, like, $31.1 million is his signing bonus that's just gonna appear in his bank account. Like, how does that even happen?
I can't fathom. I wouldn't even know what I would do.
I truly, like, can't even, like, imagine that. Like, I know, I don't remember which podcast it was, but they were talking about Burrow when he got his signing bonus for his rookie contract, which I think was like 20 mil or somewhere along those lines, because he's the number 1 overall pick. And he talks about, like, you literally just wake up day and it's there. Like,
yeah, I saw
you just become a millionaire like that.
But he said it so casually, and I'm just like, that's not normal.
Yeah, like, especially because he was pre-NIL, so he made no money from college football. Like, so his bank account was a poor college kid, and next thing he knows, like that, he has millions of dollars in his bank account. Like, how do you handle, which granted, most of these people probably don't, they probably have financial advisors or people like that, but like, how do you handle millions of dollars that just appears in your bank account, like a direct deposit? Like, I got excited last night.
The amount of online shopping I would do.
I would just, like, have random stuff, because I'd be like, oh, I can afford this. Like,
yes. Like the amount of stuff that I already buy on the very little money that I make, I couldn't imagine.
Like, I'm just, I don't even think I could spend that much money, though. Like,
I could.
I don't think I fully grasp how much money. I don't know, but I don't think you understand how much money, like, $1 million is, let alone 31 million. To just protect Joe Burrow. And that's just his signing bonus. Like, that's just for signing. Like, hey, you're gonna come here, I'm gonna give you 31 million and I hope you do okay. Like, that's it. Like, that is so wild to me.
Yeah. If only.
Yeah. And also, like, just the fact of, like, the Bengals actually spending, like, that much money guaranteed up front, like, love that for them. I love what they're doing. Joe Burrow effect is real. Like, this franchise ain't the franchise we grew up with, and I'm here for it. All hail the Blackburn family.
Yes,
but also,
sorry. I'm trying to
kind of a little off topic,
pick out.
But on topic.
I'm trying to pick
you're
out
gonna spend $31 million
TikTok
on.
Trend. Well,
I
already think of the amount of crystals I would buy.
Just imagine how much Amazon packages you will have. Like, oh, I got another one today just because I can. I'd be the most, like, aesthetically pleasing person just because I could.
You would be like this
also,
TikTok girlies that, like, the get ready with me with, like, all the color coordinated, like, you know, their pantries with, like,
it's all gray.
the labels. Yeah, and I'm just like, it's like it has its own little, like, aesthetically pleasing box for your pasta, and I'm just like, keep it in the Kroger pasta box. Like, come on, who has time for that?
Yep. All the, like, like, I would actually wash my fruit and use the spinny dryer and put it in its own little separate container.
Or, like, they have, like, their separate, like, they have the little, like, aesthetically jars for the laundry detergent and stuff, and they fill it up, and I'm just like, just use the laundry detergent. It has a little nozzle for a reason.
Yes, but then I wouldn't get the aesthetic of watching those videos. But also, like, because we kind of missed it a little bit, but I just want to take a moment to realize how bizarre, like, trades are in the sports world. So the NHL trade deadline was a couple weeks ago. And, like, just imagine that, like, your boss came in to work and said, we're swapping you out with a guy from California. Like, you have 2 hours to catch a flight. You got to be there to play tonight. Like, you got to work tonight. Like, how bizarre. And, like, it's so normal in the sports world, but, like, how do, like, I know the teams probably help, but, like, how do you live like that? Like, how do you, like, imagine how rough that has to be, like, going to a new city, sometimes a new country, like, all of a sudden you're with all these brand new people, and, like, it's been blowing my mind for a couple weeks of thinking about it, because how weird it is.
Yeah, I love watching the TikToks of, like, the wags that, like, talk about it, and I'm just like, yes. I get, like, it's really weird, but also I'm just like, don't complain. Like, you're probably in a little penthouse right now, being a stay-at-home girlfriend. Don't complain.
Yeah, but, like, I get that, but also, like, that has to be so weird, like, knowing, like,
oh, I couldn't do
my
it.
significant other
I could not just uproot.
Like, no, like, no, and, like,
because there's no way
you have no
you could, like, have a life. And, like, if you got a job or something, like, and you just up and leave, it.
Yeah, which I guess is why a lot of, like, the wags don't work, which totally makes sense because, or they do like virtual jobs, or like a lot of them social media influencer, personal trainers, things like that, because like you can't give a 2-week notice sometimes. Like, I remember when Brady Shea got traded to the Hurricanes right before COVID hit, and he said like his, I don't know if it was girlfriend or fiance at the time, they're now married, but worked as a nurse. So like she stayed in New York City where they were for like 6 years prior to, I think it was 6 or however many years, and she joined them later, see how the season went, things like that. Like they'll figure it out. And then COVID hit, and like obviously New York was one of the worst hit cities, so she was like working for the COVID units, but like I guess I just never truly thought of like how weird that is of, okay, they can't have like a real job, like a typical 9 to 5 office job, unless they're gonna just up and leave it one day. Like they can't have a career that's like your typical career.
Yeah.
And I mean, so that
hey,
it's
pros
just
and cons.
more power to them. Yeah, like pros and cons to that, but like I feel like I would never feel settled, because like trades can happen before the deadline at any time. Like you could just literally get a phone call and they'd be like, hey, you're going to Winnipeg. And you're gonna be like, I don't even know where Winnipeg is.
Winnipeg Jets.
Winnipeg Jets. And then you're just
if my significant other said, hey, you're going to Winnipeg, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go to Winnipeg, because I want to go to Winnipeg.
I want to go to Winnipeg. Yeah, but like, what if they said, like St. Louis? Like, nothing against St. Louis, but
or Columbus,
just or Columbus, yeah. Like, like, what if you get traded from like Miami to Columbus? Like, I hate my life. And like, just imagine in one, dreary February day, you're living it up on a Miami beach, and the next your significant other says we're going to Columbus, Ohio. Pack your bags.
Oh, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, I'm staying in Miami.
You're going to Columbus.
Play your little game. Play a little game with your little hockey stick. Go get put in timeout. I'm gonna stay here on the bench.
Like, have fun. See ya. But like, it's just so like, and all the things that they have to do, like, I guess I never thought of it, but like, so yes, they Puljujarvi had a delay because his work visa, because he was on a Canadian team, and then he had to come to an American team, and he's Finnish, and like all of that, like like paperwork, like that's so, there's so much that goes into sports that like you don't even think about until you sit down and you're like, that's bizarre. Like, one day you have no money, the next day you have 31 million, and the next day you're being shipped off to Columbus, Ohio.
I couldn't imagine, man. I really couldn't. Okay, so let's talk about our favorite TikTok trends. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been on TikTok very much this week because I've been like double fisting with my books. But I do have one.
I haven't been on, but
so Russ.
Okay, hit me with
his new song. Can you hear me?
I've not heard it, I don't think.
Oh, okay. So Russ's new song, I'm gonna send it. So he hang on. He has do you know the artist Russ?
Yes.
Okay. So he is releasing a new song, and there's a few lyrics in this new song that made its way over to BookTok, and then he got introduced to BookTok. His series of being introduced to BookTok is so hilarious. Hang on.
I love that.
So I'm sending you so you can put it on the screen. the first time he posted it. And then, hang on. I'm sending you like the.
Isn't it on TikTok or via text?
On TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to get nasty. Do that thing you know I like. No one watches. Just me and you, alright? Yeah. She said spank me. That's the only way I learn. I said okay, good girl, good girl.
Oh yeah, that was made for book talk.
Yeah, so hang on. I'm kind of sending you out of order, but you just need to like look at this saga. Like he literally like he's been like researching different like book series and stuff that people and he's been reading them. Like he like look how many like things he have posted.
Oh,
like it's this whole saga just because he like made this song.
Get out. Get out now.
The song's not even out yet.
Get out now. Oh, it comes out tomorrow. Okay, we're going to watch those and just laugh about it, but then also get addicted to the song. So when it comes out tomorrow,
yes.
I can listen to while reading my books.
Yes.
I love that.
Hang on, I gotta find. So, like, the first one that, like, he's like, people in the comments telling me this is for book talk. I don't know what or who that's referring to, but I'm intrigued. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all like it. And then, just go, I'm gonna send this one to you.
Boy,
go from there.
You did not want to do that.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 TikToks later of him just deep diving into book talk.
Literally me when I started reading again.
Look at this one. I don't know if you can see it. And the fact that he has gone out and bought these books.
Which one are you
and look,
about?
There's Twisted Love.
Yes. So he's got good taste, according to you.
But the fact that he's gone out and bought these books. But the song sounds like a the song sounds like a total vibe, though. I can't wait for it to actually come out.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, later on,
does.
like, once we get done... Yeah, once we get done, though, I need you, like, we can watch these videos together so we can just die about it. But if you haven't, you have to go watch Russ's whole just, like, introduction to the book talk. And he has to have some form of, like, ADHD or something, because I can tell he's hyperfixating. I know hyperfixation when I see it.
On this. Yep, that happens. So my favorite one recently, well, I kind of have two, because when do I not? Have you seen Jasper the Doll?
I knew you were going to talk about this. I have.
Have you seen them?
Yes.
There is nothing I can say to explain Jasper the Doll. Like, it is an experience. And the first one that I watched was the... What? Clean your room!
So, my thing with Jasper the Doll is that... My thing with Jasper the Doll is that you cannot experience Jasper the Doll until it pops up on your For You page. Like, you should not watch Jasper the Doll until it pops up. Yeah, until it pops up on the For You page. Until you get on Jasper the Doll talk, you cannot watch Jasper the Doll. Because it is a very specific group of people.
Yes. Agreed. And, like, the best thing about it is now the spin-offs from Jasper the Doll of people who are like dressing up as Jasper the Doll. I don't know if you've seen that. And then the one that's like me working my 9-to-5 office job with the headphones and it's just Jasper the Doll singing. And however, probably one of my favorite Jasper the Doll TikTok spin-offs was the other day someone had Cynthia from the Rugrats, you know, Angelica's doll, and said, this bitch walked so Jasper the Doll can run.
Yes.
Yep. And I lost it because that was such a niche joke that, like, there has to be some kind of personality. Like, there's a personality quiz out there that, like, the people that got that joke would fit into. And it was me.
Yes.
And then, so that's
your
the other
second one.
Do you want to guess what my second one is? Capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara.
Oh. Okay.
That's it. Just everything.
That's it.
Like,
we're done. We're done.
Yeah. Remember when we were watching Encanto and there was a capybara?
It's like our worlds colliding.
Yep.
I swear, I recommend Encanto to literally everyone that I see because that is not a kid's movie. That is an adult movie, and it hits you where it hurts.
Oh, but I had the song stuck in my head. Like, so we went to Disney on Ice this weekend with some little kid family members, but like the songs were stuck in my head to where I had to listen to it on my way to work, on the way to my big kid job.
The album, Lauren, like, I tell you, when I'm babysitting, like, we have to watch it. Like, I've watched this every time I babysit, you know, which is a lot. We watch that movie at least once or twice. So I've seen this movie like 50 times. But before, Lauren, this, I don't think you understand how truly passionate I feel about Encanto. When it first came out, I watched it by myself. I made Logan watch it. And then every time I got home from a night out with my friends, and you know, when you're like, you're just like settling down, ready for bed, most people will turn on like, you know, like Family Guy or Bob's Burgers, something like that. No, I made these bitches turn on Encanto, and we sat there and we watched it at every single night out. That's what we watched. So I love it. I will listen to that album just like you said, just driving, because it's so good, but also like it has to be good because look who made it. And it's
we love it. Stan Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm a Lin-Manuel Miranda stan. He creates something, I listen to that discography 20 times over and know it by heart.
Yes. And so, and he knew what he was doing when he made those songs. The whole movie. Like, you cannot watch Encanto as an adult and not be triggered by something in that movie.
I was the big sister. I was Luisa. Right? That's her name? Yeah.
No. Yeah. Luisa. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, you cannot watch that movie.
I cried.
I cry every time.
Not gonna lie.
I could literally, like, when I'm babysitting, the girls, like, we'll act it out together because, like, one of them really likes to be Luisa and I have to be Maribel, and, like, we'll act it out. But, like, even while acting it out, I'd cry. And I thoroughly enjoy acting it out. Like, I'm over here with a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I'm enjoying it more than them acting it out.
Let's play Encanto. I don't wanna. Let's do it.
We are playing Encanto.
Well, playing Encanto, okay? That's yeah. Anything else?
The moral of the story, you need to watch the movie. If you haven't watched Encanto, watch it.
You need to watch your movie. You need to get your For You page to get on Jasper the Doll TikTok.
And listen to Russ's new song.
Listen to Russ's new song while reading booktok. But not all booktok selections. You gotta follow the right booktalkers. Because some of them out there, you're just
swear,
like, oh gosh.
Yes. If you come at me saying how much you love Colin Hoover, I will judge you. It's a rough, it's a rough field.
It's you gotta proceed with caution. Anything else to add from this chaotic? I don't even know what just happened.
No, but our other sister gave me some homemade snickerdoodle cheesecake that I'm ready to go hog slam after this podcast.
I'm so jealous. Maybe she can make us some next week when I get to return back home.
I swear, she gets married off and she's like Sally Miss Homemaker.
Time for us to reap
Everything
the benefits.
Has to be homemade.
Here we are. Homemade bread. She got a bread maker. Like, that stuff's cheap. You can buy that at a store.
For $1.50. But no. You gotta spend hours making that sourdough. I will say that bread at Thanksgiving was fucking amazing.
It was good, but I cannot wait for our Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Yes. Okay. So the school that I worked for, their business club was selling Texas Roadhouse rolls and butter that you can buy frozen. And it was like, for a dozen rolls was only $8, and for a 5-ounce tub of butter was only $2. So $10 you can eat like your body weight in rolls. So I texted my family. I was like, hey, like, do you want any or whatever? Our fat asses, just our family, ordered $150 worth of rolls and butter.
And we'll eat every last bit of it. Like,
smiling the whole damn way.
That's almost as bad as like our Girl Scout cookie orders. Like, whenever Girl Scout comes in.
The student that I had bought from, I was like, come find me tomorrow, because I said, I'm putting in my order now, but I know my family member wants some and it's going to be a big order. So if you want that to go for you, you need to come find me, because I think that they were having a competition or whatever. And so he finally came back to see me. And so like, I'm like giving him the money. So like, I knew it was going to be like, it was $150. So I had a $100 bill and then a $50 bill. He was like, yeah, dang, when you said you had a lot, I didn't think I'd be expecting a Benjamin. Then I'm like, don't talk to me.
Like, honey, have you seen us?
I'm like, have you seen my fat ass rolling up here in the school? Like, you best believe I'm going to spend a Benjamin on some rolls.
Like, the Texas Roadhouse rolls with the butter. Like,
yeah, like, it's the butter.
You can't forget with the butter. I walked in
there and they were, because it's about ready to end, like, the fundraiser, and I went in there for something else, and they were counting, and it was like money all over the desk, and they were like, this is just from the rolls, and I'm like, our county knows how to eat. One thing about Switzerland County is we know how to eat. Yep. Do not fuck with us and our bread.
We will eat the shit out of some Texas Roadhouse rolls and butter. Imagine, like, if we actually had a Texas Roadhouse.
That thing be popping.
Maybe that's what we should open up.
We
need to convince our parents to open up a Texas Roadhouse. It would be like
we would have riots on our hands.
A chain?
We would have riots on our hands.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. But think about how much money. Like, even if we said, hey, you don't even have to buy anything. If you come in and get, like, an app, you get all the roles you want. Like, we'd make bank.
Oh, you know, trust me, I think our county would lose their shit over a McDonald's. So if we rolled up with the Texas Roadhouse, they'd be kissing our feet.
I remember when they put in the McDonald's across the road or across the river, and we would, like, drive 20 minutes just to get McDonald's.
And it was, like, the thing to do. I
skipped school once, and yeah. Do you remember,
like,
that story when I skipped school?
All the bad kids at midnight would go to McDonald's.
Yeah. No, I skipped school for it. Do you remember that?
Yes. You gotta get those snack wraps.
So you gotta get the McDonald's snack wraps. Honestly, if anyone out here, you know, decides to listen to this and, like, lives in Canada and wants to take one for the team and send homegirl a McDonald's snack wrap, because I need it. Like,
the niche group of the snack wrap.
Do you see how many TikToks I've sent you, though, of people complaining how there's no snack wraps? Like, it's not just me.
But it's a very but it's a very
also, like,
niche group, Lauren.
So is Jasper the Doll, but I've made it. But, like, also,
I'm finally a part of something.
But, like, remember where we were when I found out snack wraps weren't a thing? Because I do. I was coming back from a concert. A great concert.
Imagine Dragons.
Even though we've been rained on.
At 1 a.m., Lauren's having a full-on meltdown in the back seat.
I just wanted my snack wrap. And they said, we don't have snack wraps anymore. And I said, excuse me? So I had to eat a Big Mac.
What?
Because Lord forbid I ain't going hungry. Like, life has been changed since then, and it's not okay. And then I discovered
what's wrong with the world.
Neighbors up north. Yes, we need the snack wraps back. Canada, share the goods, okay? You got other stuff.
Life will be restored.
Up there, you know, universal health care. You got, like, share the McDonald's snack wraps, okay? Like,
you can keep, like, universal health care. You can keep all the good stuff. Just give us the snack wraps.
You can keep, you know, your love for hockey that, like, us in America don't understand. Give me the snack wraps, okay? Like, devastated.
But
devastated.
You have to
about not
think,
having
like, how many snack wraps do Canadians have to consume for them to be able to still have it? Like, do Canadians just, like, love their snack wraps? Like, I don't understand.
Let me know. Let me know if you're from Canada. Send us a message and let me know if you eat the McDonald's snack wraps.
Like,
what's your go-to McDonald's
Why do they have it and not us?
Or if it's just Canada.
I need to know. Like, I just, like, why do they have it and not us? And, like, how much do they have to consume? Like, how much do we have to consume to get it back?
Because I will consume it myself. Like, and they have poutine. They have poutine at their McDonald's. Like, you just roll up to a McDonald's and you got snack wraps and fries with gravy and cheese. Like, that's a dream.
That's why everyone's so nice and happy there. Because they have the snack wraps with the poutine. All is right in the world.
I'd be happy too. All is right.
We just crossed the border just to get snack wraps and poutine.
I told you I
Turn back around.
contemplated it. I said I'm gonna make my first trip to Canada just for the snack wraps and the poutine, but not even like the good poutine, McDonald's poutine.
We get busted for running an underground snack wrap operation. Just smuggling snack wraps by the cooler. Just smuggling snack wraps by the cooler.
We get stopped at the border. You have anything to proclaim? 100 McDonald's snack wraps? Like, what made you take you for questioning because something ain't right? Like, I know I go on this rant every so often, but, like, I don't think you understand. Like, that was my go-to. Like,
well, my go-to was the breakfast.
Like, but they still have that. You could get that.
Yeah, it might not be after 10:30.
But I can't. But, like, you can get it. It's there. You don't know how much you like something until you can't have it.
Until it's ripped away from you.
I need it is, like, Canada, you are holding on to the goods. Like, you know, I discovered you have the snack wraps. I've also discovered this whole, like, Tim Hortons. You know, you got that going for you. Like, yeah. So, yeah.
On that note,
I rant about how Canada has all the nice things.
We want to do a charity of the week. Minutes talking about snack wraps. Charity of the week GoFundMe page. Bring back snack wraps.
Guys, I have a change.org started. Let's bring back the American snack wraps.
First create a petition.
We'll have a giveaway. Like, just kidding. It's not that desperate yet.
Yeah.
No. I'm afraid, though, two things are going to happen. I'm going to go and eat this snack wrap. And either it's not going to be as good as I remember, and I've spent 3 years of my life, 4 years now, hyping up these snack wraps, and they're not as good, and I have wasted 4 years of my life. Or two, I go, and it is like manna from heaven, because I haven't had a snack wrap, and I want some more, and I can't drive to Canada every single day and get a snack wrap. So, we're kind of in a pickle. So, if any of you out there also know copycat McDonald's snack wrap, let me know that too. I'm just gonna bring my own tortilla. Just make my own snack wrap.
Bring your tortilla. Be like, can you put some chicken and ranch and lettuce in this?
I just bring my own tortillas. Can you put this on the grill back there? Heat it up for me.
Be like, you don't have to do it. Just let me step over and I'll make it myself. I just need your time.
Yeah, I just need your chicken nuggies. Really, chicken strips is normally what you put on it, but I'll be okay with the chicken nuggies. And it's probably like
in their ranch too. Their ranch is very specific.
They could get it. Yes, it is very specific, but it's not good with the chicken nuggets. Like, I don't eat the ranch with the chicken nuggets, but I devoured that ranch on a chicken wrap. The tortilla made it together. It's gonna be like, can I have chicken and your ranch? And I'm gonna make my own snack wrap. So, anyway, next week we'll have a Canada charity because what do you have? You have one this week, or
No.
Or do you have another rant?
I know. I think you've ranted for the both of us.
You know, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Girls gotta eat.
All right. Do you have a charity? Girls gotta eat. Yeah, those snack wraps.
So. No, I don't.
Okay, so I have a charity in honor of the Bengals Protect 9 mission. Shout out to the Bengals savior, Joe Burrow. The guy,
Joey B.
number 9 on the field and number 1 in the heart. Joey B. Like, the one who has brought happiness back into my life as a Bengals fan. Yes, thank you. Anyway, so he, this past season, started his own, the Joe Burrow Foundation. If you are not a big Joe Burrow fan like myself, or like McKenna, you might not have known back when Joe Burrow won the Heisman, he gave one of probably the best Heisman speeches of how underserved his home community of Athens, Ohio, and the surrounding areas. So basically, he started his own foundation now of being in the NFL, the Joe Burrow Foundation, to provide resources and support to the underprivileged and underserved, really with a focus on mental health and also with food scarcity and making sure that kids have enough food to eat, and just supporting his hometown, specifically in Ohio, obviously, where he was raised and now serves as Cincinnati's favorite guy. Like, is there someone in Cincinnati that is loved more than Joe Burrow? I don't think so. And then, as well as in Louisiana, where he was, the one of the best college quarterback seasons at LSU. So, go support our number one guy, Joey B, at joeburrow.org, and you can read all about his mission, ways to donate, some news and the programs that they're doing, and just kind of giving back to somebody who's given a lot to us, even though he has no idea who we are, but we love it anyways. Anything to add? All right.
Snaps
to that. So I think that's enough from us. Now that you got way more than you bargained for coming here.
If you made it this long,
thank you for tuning in.
Good job.
I don't even think I can make it this long when I have to edit this. I'm going to be like, why did I do this? But thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on What's a Sitch Podcast.